Fuck. Wig caps are like my favorite like thing to come in the box or whatnot. And then they also gave me an edge brush, and then they gave me some tools to, like, you know, just talking about the hair, and also discount codes that you can use. Now I'm about to glue down the frontal, and then I'm gonna start telling the story time while I do the baby hairs. Yeah, this is the story time about the time where I was a side chick. Aren't you guys so excited for my story times? I know. I took a break. I needed a well-needed break. I became very stressed out. We're back. We're back. Yeah. Do you guys like my nails? They are so fucking pretty. I decided to get some Valentine nails, even though I don't got no Valentine. All right, let me install this wig. Y'all, we're about to get into the story time about the time that I fought the side chick. I just want to give you guys a disclaimer. I was young. Well, I didn't fight the side chick. I almost fought her. Well, I was the side chick. I tried to fight the main chick, okay? I'm going to give y'all a disclaimer and just let you guys know that I was very young and I do not fight over niggas anymore. If you want him, you can have him. But that was just not my motto back then. That was just not my motto. And yeah, let's get into it. Now, also, this install might be a little like rusty because I'm not gonna lie, I have not really been installing wigs like a lot, like how I usually do. So if you're looking at this install and you're like, this is not really, Irene's not really giving what she's supposed to give, please understand that I haven't installed a wig in a minute. Well, I've been installing wigs, but not like how I do frequently. So I'm very rusty, but I'm going to try my best to make it look cute at the very end. So I really dread like even starting this, like telling this story about this guy, because like I just dread it a lot because I really hope he does not find my YouTube, and I really just don't want to tell this story because it's just, you know, a lot of people that I went to high school with, if they like use their context clues, they're gonna know who I'm talking about. Cause like, yeah. So we're gonna give him a name. We're gonna call him, I don't know what I should call this nigga. I'm gonna call him Stanley, I guess. So the nigga's name was Stanley, and I met him as soon as I transferred to my new high school. Now, if you guys don't know, that I went to 2 different high schools, and so this was at my new high school when I was in 10th grade. I met him, and this was at 10th grade, and I met him, and he always liked me. Like, he always liked me. Now, I never cared for him at first. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I didn't care for him. He was not really the type of guys that I talked to, but he was very persistent. So I just gave him a chance. So me and Stanley started talking. Now, I am gonna just even set a disclaimer for y'all and let you guys know that I did talk to Stanley's brothers with the S. This is a judge-free channel, y'all. So if y'all have anything to say about that, I don't care. But I talked to some brothers before I talked to him. But I don't know. Yeah. So I had a big, okay. So when I started talking to Stanley, I started liking him more than what I thought I would like him. So, you know, me and Stanley, we started doing stuff. At this point in time, this nigga here is lying to me, and he's telling me, yeah, like, we're gonna date and this and that. And y'all, I think I was like in either 10th or 11th grade, and y'all, like, first of all, don't believe, like, if you mess with like a nigga's brother, don't ever think you're gonna date the nigga that you mess with after. Like, that was just so stupid of me. But bitch, I don't know, I thought we were gonna date. I don't know, I really was like, I don't know, I really just had faith in our relationship. But this is when I was like, okay, shit is a little, shit is starting to go left. This is when I started thinking like, okay, shit might be going left. So I just was very confused, but I couldn't really put my hand on it. So I just was like, what the fuck? Like, what, like, why is this nigga acting weird type shit? Like, I let him know, like, the feelings I had for him, because in the beginning, he liked me more than I liked him. But as time went on, I started liking him way more than he liked me. So I just let him know, I'm like, hey, look, like, I'm letting you know now, like, I have these feelings for you. So, like, tighten up type shit. He will always lie to me and say, yeah, I have the same feelings for you. This is that. This nigga did not have no feelings for me. But of course he lied to me, and he was like, yeah, I know, I like you too, we will date one day. He just kept lying to me. Now this is when I knew, like, okay, we're not dating. So this is when Kick was popping. That's how old this shit was, y'all. And if y'all don't know what Kick is, y'all just a little bit too young. That's just that on that. Y'all too young if y'all don't know what Kick is. But basically, he had a Kick profile, and me, I don't know, I'm a detective. If I want to find something, I'm going to find something. Like, I don't know. That's just the type of person I am. So when I seen the Kick profile, just something in my spirit did not sit right with me, because in the Kick profile, it was like him and all 4 of his friends. And like, it was like 3 girls. It was like 4 of them and then 3 girls in the picture. But to me, it kind of looked like, basically the girls were standing in the front of them, and then like they were standing behind, and it did not look sexual or anything. It looked like a group of friends chilling, but like it was this one specific girl that was standing in front of him, and I was just like, who is that? Like, I don't know, like, it's like my whole radar went off. Mind you, it's not like she was standing in front of him kissing him or nothing. It's not like she had her ass up on him. Like, it was just a normal picture. Like, they was all just like, like, it was a normal ass picture, like a picture to where like I shouldn't have even been tripping, because it was a lot of people in the picture. It wasn't just him and her. I don't know, like, something just did not sit right with the fact that like she stood in front of him of all people. I don't know, something in my spirit just wasn't sitting right. But at this time, I'm like, well, I don't even know how I can even like confront this nigga about this, because like he's probably gonna think I'm mad crazy for like, basing a Kick picture off of like, if he fucked with this girl. So I just was thinking, like, how the fuck am I gonna even ask this nigga about this girl? Like, I'm mad confused. So I just was like, man, whatever. Like, I'm just about to like ask this nigga, like, what are we doing type shit. So I asked the nigga, I was like, I have a question, Stanley. He was like, yeah, what's up? I'm like, what are we doing? Like, we've been doing ABCD for a long ass time. Like, what are we? I know, guys, I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to say I don't care, but if the baby hairs come out anyhow, sorry about that. Yeah. So I was like, damn, like, how the fuck am I gonna ask this nigga, like, what are we doing type shit, So I told him straight up. I just was like, man, fuck it, Irene. Like, you're having sex, you're doing things with this nigga. You should be able to ask this nigga, like, hey, like, we need to speed up the process. Like, I understand we just started talking, but we need to like speed up the process of like what we plan on doing. So I told him that, and of course he lied, and he was like, yeah, we're gonna speed it up, this and that, da da da. Then one day, I don't know, I just let it go. So I don't get me wrong, I kept the profile picture in my head, but I'm gonna be real, at the same time I let it go, because I don't know, like, I just felt like at that point there's really no fight about it. Like, I don't know how I can like, bring that into conversation. So I just let it go. One day I asked him, I got tired of like, I don't know, I got tired of our relationship. I just got tired of like continuing to be that girl who was not getting nothing out of that relationship. Like, the girl who just doesn't know what's going on. So I asked him one day, I'm like, hey, like, we've been talking now, I think at this time now we're talking for like a good 4 months. And it just, like, as the months went by, I don't know, to me, he just became more and more disrespectful. I asked him, I'm like, hey, like, Are we gonna date? Now, at this time, I will get into this story time later on my YouTube channel, but like, I basically, like, everyone in my high school kind of hated me. I had a lot of enemies, and he basically came and told me that he cannot date me because I have so many enemies. That was his excuse for not dating me, y'all. Yes, y'all, that was his excuse. He said something about, he didn't say it in that manner, but he basically said something like that. He said something like that. He said something like, I can't date you, like you have way too many enemies, ABCD. Like that's basically what he told me, right? So at this point now, I'm like devastated because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you lied to me. You said you were going to date me. And now all of a sudden it's time for you to get ready to date me. You're there worried about my enemies. Like, you knew about my enemies before you slept with me, but you still slept with me. So just keep it a buck and just say, hey, I just want to fuck you. And I know a lot of people are about to say like, oh, well, what did you expect out of that? If anybody was to ever come up to me and tell me that, like, oh, well, what do you think about it? Because, like, you know, you entertain his brothers. I will take that into consideration. But back then I was a very delusional girl. Like, I was very, very delusional. Oh, I didn't care. Like, as far as I was concerned, like, I was in the notion of like, you knew I messed with your brothers before you messed with me. And like, I don't know, just tell me the truth. Like, if it's just about to be, I don't know. I just didn't think I would catch feelings the way I did. I feel like it was my fault. Like, I feel like I catch feelings for this nigga way more than this nigga had feelings for me. Like, I don't know. I didn't think I would catch feelings like that for him. I just did not. At this point now, he now tells me that me and him will never date because like of all the shit that goes on at school, and he doesn't like drama and stuff like that. And ladies, if a nigga ever tells you that, please leave that nigga alone, because if a nigga don't like drama, he not gonna associate himself with you at all. Not just, oh, I'm just gonna associate myself with her in a sexual manner, but I'm not gonna associate myself with her in a relationship. Like, that's mad weird. Like, if a nigga really like stands true to what he's saying and he does not do drama, he would not deal with you at all. Like, he will dead ass not deal with your ass at all. Like, it won't just be you know, like you know what I mean, like he still kept, like, I don't know. It's like, I was delusional back then. I'm gonna just be real with y'all, like, and just let y'all know that I was very delusional. And I don't know, I felt in my heart of hearts that I could change his mind. Like, that's just, I don't know why I felt like that, but I thought I could change his mind. And so, long and behold, after he tells me what he tells me, tell me why I find out that him and that girl are dating. Guys, my camera died, and in between it dying, I just decided to curl the hair. I'm not done curling the hair, so I'm about to just continue to curl the hair while I tell you guys the story. But yeah, y'all, hold up. We're going to name the girl Lexi, like I said before, the camera died. And basically, I can't even lie to y'all, I don't even remember how I found out that she was talking to him, but she was talking to him. And so basically, I was just like, I think I found out through Twitter. So I confronted him. Oh, wait. Okay. Backtrack. Okay. So y'all remember how I said that I couldn't really find like a way to confront him about her? Eventually, I was just like, fuck it. I'm just going to ask him. So I texted, I think I called him and I was like, Stanley, and he was like, yeah, what's up? And I was like, I saw your kick picture, and he's like, okay. And I was like, I mean, I don't think I like it. And he's like, what's not to like about it? It's just me and the bros and some girls that we're friends with in the picture. And I'm like, well, that's the problem. I was like, one of the girls that you are hanging out with, she looks a little too, you and her look a little too close. And he's like, he started getting all defensive. He's like, how could you determine that from a picture? This is that. I'm like, well, look, I told this nigga straight up. I'm like, well, look, my brain is telling me that y'all are messing with each other. And therefore, 9 times out of 10, I'm right. So somebody needs to figure something out. And I told him that straight up. He's like, you're tripping. I'm not messing with her. She's a part of the friend group. A, B, C, D, da, da, da. Like, he's just giving me the roundabout. And I'm just like, I just took it. Because at this point, I don't have no proof. I just got to go off of his word until, like, further notice, you know? So then, bitch, it was further notice because this bitch started tweeting about him on Twitter. So at this point, I confronted him. Like, I went off on him, and I was just like, you bitch ass nigga. Like, I texted him. I was like, you bitch ass nigga. This bitch is tweeting about you. Because at this time, I did my research and I found her Twitter. I don't know how I found it, but just from looking at her picture, I just did my research. I started asking around about her, and I found my Twitter, and come to find out she wasn't even in our school district. She was in my old school district, but I still found her shit from like asking around, because I used to be in the district that she was in. So when I started talking to my friends that was from that district, they knew the school she went to and they knew her socials. So they pulled it up. And lo and behold, she tweeted about him, and he not even retweeting anything, because at that time I used to follow him. So I was just like, so you're not retweeting nothing because you already know that what you're doing is wrong. You already know that if you retweet it, I'ma see it type shit. And now I feel some type of way, and I'm just like, okay, like, you're a bitch ass nigga. So I started going off on him, and tell me why he hit me with the shot. You ain't my girl. I hate when niggas say that, because I'm like, you want to say like, oh, I'm not your girl, but like, let me take this off, because I know people are gonna be so mad at the glare, but like, I love those glasses. They are so cute, but like the ring light, yeah, let me take it off because I don't want nobody complaining. But like, you want to sit up here and you want to say that I'm not your girl, but all of a sudden that I have an issue with something that you knew that like you should have never did. I wasn't your girl. Like, he should have just told me straight up, like, yeah, I do mess with her, and like, let me come to terms with it. Let me see if I want to deal with him or if I want to like move on. But to put me in a position, and mind you, he talked to me first, before he started talking to her, to put me in a position to where like, I asked you about this girl and you said there's nothing going on. Then all of a sudden I find this girl's Twitter and I see her tweeting about you. You're a liar. So at this point I went off on him, and he was like, you're not my girl, this and that. Now, I think I went to go message her and let her know that I was messing with him, and it just did not go well. Like, she did not like say, oh wow, thank you for letting me know. I think she was like, bitch, why are you DMing me? Like, I think that was like her like response, right? So at this point, me and her start fighting. Like, me and her, we start fighting and we start arguing on Twitter in the DMs. And she's just like, why the fuck are you messaging me? This and that, ABCD. And I was just like, bitch, I'm just trying to tell you about your nigga. Like, your supposed nigga that you so in love with. Your supposed nigga. I'm just trying to tell you about your nigga, Summer Walker. I'm just trying to tell you about your motherfucking nigga. If you don't want to listen, that's your business. You will listen later on in life. But I'm just trying to tell you that I was here first, and he was messing with me first, and he's playing you type shit and playing me. She turns it into a, bitch, why the fuck is you even in my DMs and ABCD and all this shit, and I hate females like that, because it's like, why don't we just come together and like you know, like, just come together? But really, it's really no, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't see no point nowadays of even like telling a girl that her nigga is not being faithful, because it's no point. 9 times out of 10 they always go back. But this was in high school, y'all. I was very, very dumb. So at this point in time, gone on, he's playing both sides. He's telling her that he's not messing with her. He's telling me that he's telling her he's not messing with me. He's telling me that they're broken up. Like, he will lie and say, oh, they're broken up. Now, fast forward to when everything blew up. And mind you, I have way more story times with this like whole situation. But this one, I think, was probably one of my most epic ones, like, of all situations. So now fast forward to like months later. Mind you, me and this girl been going back and forth and fighting over this nigga for months. And I'm gonna tell those story times like another day. But like, this is the one where I was just like, ugh. Okay. So, and mind you, ooh, if you guys watched the story time where I said I like slapped my classmate because she lied on my name, that's the same guy, but that was with a different girl. But this is with his like girlfriend, like the girl that he dated now. This fight is with the girl he dated. So tell me why Stanley decides to come to my house one time to drop off D, if y'all get what I mean. And tell me why after we get done doing what we were doing, I get a text message from Lexi, a DM from Lexi on Twitter. And I'm just like, and I told him, like, mind you, he used to say, oh, we're not dating, we're broken up right now. I broke up with her. And my dumb ass, I just will believe it, because she would literally delete all their pictures on her media on Twitter. But come to find out later on, she told me that he would tell her to delete the pictures on Twitter because I was obsessed. That's why she told me. But no, he used to be like, bro, we're broken up. Like, we got into it, we're done. Like, look, she even deleted all the pictures. So he was playing both sides. So, so at this point in time, I'm thinking like, yeah, they're broken up. Like, she literally deleted the media. Like, they're done. So I'm thinking, why the hell am I seeing a DM from her, right? So when I seen that she DM'd me, I didn't even read like what she said. I just saw her name and I literally just flipped my phone and I was like, why is such and such DMing me? He's like, I don't know. He's trying to play dumb and shit. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? And he's like, I don't know. Open it and see what she's saying. So I opened it and she says, is Stanley with you right now? And I'm just like, mind you, like, he had his phone on him and his phone did not ring not once. So, and mind you, like, I know a lot of y'all finna say, oh, well, he could have had it on D&D. Probably, but he never really had his phone on D&D. Like, I've actually caught this bitch calling him before and I've gotten so angry. But, like, his phone was not ringing. So I was so confused as to how she knew that. And, like, she didn't have his location either. So I was just so confused. She don't even know where I live, you know? So, at this point, he's like, don't answer that. Like, she's crazy. Like, he's just playing both sides, of course. He's like, don't answer that. She's crazy. You know, we broke up. So, like, she's still trying to be in my business while we're broken up. And he's just talking this bullshit about her, saying that she's crazy and all this shit. And she's just trying to be in his business. So at this point, I'm like, oh, okay. So then he's like, yeah. So at this point, it's awkward now because I'm just looking at him like, you're lying. And I'm going to get to the root of the problem. So I told him, I'm like, well, I got stuff to do. So you got to go. So he ends up leaving. So when he leaves, he tells me, do not message her. Just ignore her. I'm like, yeah, I got you. I got you. Are you dumb? I'm going to message her. So when he leaves, I message her and I was like, yes, he just left my house. Why? And she was like, LOL, wow, this is the perfect way to end my birthday. So I guess it was her birthday. And I was just like, wow, like, okay, so how the hell does this nigga know that, how the hell does this girl know that this nigga's at my house type shit? And what does she mean this is the perfect way to end her birthday? Like, what? Tell me why. A couple of hours later, mind you, I didn't respond back to her because I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? And I was thinking in my head, like, yeah, maybe she is crazy. Like, maybe she's, like, upset at the fact that, like, he moved on or he went to go try to, I don't know. I'm just being delusional. So yeah, she basically tweets that her birthday was ruined because Stanley decided to go fuck some thought. Last time I checked, Stanley just came from my house. So at this point, I'm like, who is this one tweeting about? So I added her and I was like, bitch, first of all, if that's your man, put him on a fucking leash. And I was like, and if that's your man, make sure your man know that that's your fucking man. Because his ass told me that y'all were not dating anymore. So she starts arguing with me on Twitter. Mind you, me and this girl used to argue on Twitter all the time. But this one was by far the worst one. So she starts arguing with me on Twitter. Everybody's chiming in. She's talking about some, you dumb ass bitch. That's my fucking man. This and that. He just came from my house. You know the usual, how my pussy tastes. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my fucking God. And basically, she found out that like he was going to my house because she caught him texting me while he was basically texting me while he was at her house, basically. Like, he was texting me while he was at her house on her birthday. And I was just so mind boggled. Like, I was so disgusted. And that's why she texted me asking, is Stanley at your house right now? And I guess she caught him. I guess she seen my message. And I was asking him, like, where you at? Because he said that he was coming at a certain time. And, like, I still was trying to, like, he did not come. Like, I was just like, and mind you, it wasn't like that nigga to be late to our appointments. It was just not like him. So I was so confused. I'm like, where are you? And I guess when I texted him, where you at, she seen my name and shit. And then I guess that's when she later on told me that day he was stopping by to give her her gift for her birthday, but like he was supposed to damn near spend that day with her, but he like rushed the process and told her that he has to do something, which was, I guess the something was me, I guess. So at this point, mind you, I don't know none of this. I don't know none of this until later on. Like, she told me this like later on, like way later on. But right now, all she said was, yeah, he just came from my house. How does my pussy taste? How does my pussy taste, you dumbass bitch? How does my pussy taste? Does it taste good? Like, she's just tweeted stuff like that. And mind you, this girl's very petite. Like, she's so fucking skinny. So I'm like, I told her straight up, I'm like, when I see you, I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you. Because I used to see her at kickbacks and shit. Now, everybody's talking about I'm too big for that. And I used to hate in high school when people would say shit like that, because it's like, skinny hoes will always try me, and when it's time to fight, all of a sudden the whole world want to remember I'm big. Did y'all motherfuckers remember that I was big before y'all tried to try me? So at this point in time, I'm messaging him and I'm like, not that you came to my house right after you fucked this bitch. Like, you didn't even have the decency to go take a shower. You're mixing pH balances together. Like, are you dumb? And mind you, like, I don't want to like have too much TMI, but me and this nigga, we barely use, like, we to say the least, we did raw majority of the time. So if he was doing raw with me, I'm pretty sure he was doing raw with his fucking girlfriend. You get what I mean? So you're mixing pHs together? Like, I'm actually so surprised that, like, I didn't get like sick when I was around this nigga, because I don't know, I never got an infection or anything when I was messing with this nigga, which was so weird. I guess old girl Lexi's pussy was clean. I guess her shit was in tip top shape, because bitch, I ain't never got sick. But that is still, like, just the thought of it is fucking disgusting. Like, you didn't even have the decency to go the next day and fuck me. You didn't even have the decency to go take a shower. Like, he ran straight to my house, y'all. He did not go home and take a shower. He did not go home and freshen up. And I just didn't smell nothing. Like, he smelled fresh. Every time me and him messed around, he smelled fresh. Every time. So it just, I didn't think anything of it. Like, I'm not thinking he just came from this bitch's house. So at this point, I'm telling this girl straight up, it's up and it's stuck when I see you. So now everyone on Twitter is saying that I'm too big to be fighting that little smart girl. No. Because y'all, and then now people are talking about, yeah, Stanley has no boundaries. His girlfriend looks better than Irene. Y'all know how people start getting all like, you know how high school is. Like, y'all already know. People start getting invested into other people's drama. Like, what the fuck does this have to do with y'all? So tell me why, fast forward to like a month later, I seen this girl at a party and she was looking at me and I'm looking at her. So after the party, she ends up, her and her friends, because I was going to fight her. Like, I told my friend straight up, I want her head. Like, I don't care what nobody says. But the thing is, she was with like 3 or 4 of her friends. It was only me and my one friend, but not on no funny shit. Me and the girl that I was friends with at that time, I named her Zebra, my other story time. We could have took 4 of them bitches on and we would have won. I'm so sorry about it. So I told my friend Zebra, I said, I want her head. Like, tonight, I want her head. And she was looking at me. I was looking at her like I wanted to fight her. Like, I already put in my head that, like, next time I see this bitch, I'm gonna fight her. Come to find out, the party ends. And her friends end up finding a whole different set of girls, which kind of like messed up the whole situation. Like, the party got shut down because they started fighting, and it was like a big like problem to the point where like I couldn't fight her basically because boys were escorting them out, holding them. Like, literally right when I was about to go confront her, a big ass fight broke out with her group, including her and a whole bunch of different other girls, and they were fighting and screaming and shit, and the niggas were like basically picking them up and holding them outside the party. So at this point, I couldn't fight her, right? But everybody used to meet up at Whataburger after the kickbacks, and if you guys don't know what Whataburger is, it's like a In-N-Out. God forbid I compare Whataburger to In-N-Out, but it's like it's kind of like that. It's like a burger place in Texas, and I think other places other than Texas, but mainly Texas. That's like a Texas joint. So everyone used to meet up after the kickbacks at this specific Whataburger, and tell me why she met up right after the fight, which was so weird because I'm thinking like, bitch, you and your friends just fought, like y'all should go home type shit. No, they decided to come to the Whataburger. So now at this point, I'm just like, so I start getting bucked because I'm like, whatever, bro. Like, you just be ready to fight. Just be ready to fight twice tonight. That's just how I'm seeing it. So I was yelling. I was like, whoever got an issue, mind you, I'm like charging my hand like that. I'm like, whoever got an issue can come and say something to me. Whoever got an issue can come and say something to me. Now, mind you, at this time, it wasn't just me and Zebra. These other two girls that I knew, they pulled up to the Whataburger. So now, and mind you, these bitches are big and compared to Lexi and her friends. Lexi and her friends are all skinny, petite, and short. Me and my people that I'm with, we're not, they were skinny, but they were not short. Like, they were very tall, and them bitches were strong. Like, so I was like, yeah, like, whoever has an issue, I was like, do you have an issue? Like, I asked Lexi, I'm like, do you have an issue? She's like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, you're doing too much. I'm not finna fight you over this nigga. No, because it's not, no more. It's not about this nigga anymore. It's about the simple fact that you disrespected me on fucking Twitter. It's the simple fact that your ass disrespected me on Twitter. Mind you, her friends was not saying no back talk. But when them bitches was fighting them lousy bitches over there, it was all back talk and all shit. But when I got something to say and I got these bitches behind me, ain't no back talk. Everybody just silent. Her friends is silent. She's like, girl, I'm not finna fight you over that nigga. Like, I'm just not finna fight you over that nigga. You don't have to fight me over that nigga. We can fight over other things, honey. I just want to fight you at this point. So now at this point, she's saying, never in my life have I seen a sad bitch more mad than the maid bitch. I'm looking at her like, bitch, side bitch, main bitch, whatever, bitch. I was here before you. Like, I was here before you. It's not like I came in and I tried to wreck the relationship. I was here before you, and this nigga is lying to both of us. And I'd even come at you crazy from the beginning. Like, I came at you very, very sensible. You're the one who started with the disrespectful, like, manner. Like, no cap, y'all, when I DM'd her and I told her that, like, he's cheating on her with me, she started saying, not you. It can't be a bitch like you. You see, once you start getting disrespectful like that, like, it's no longer about the nigga no more. You're just a disrespectful ass cunt. Like, you're mad disrespectful, because a lot of skinny bitches be thinking that their nigga can't like a big bitch. No. Like, bitch, just because me and you do not look the same, do not mean that that's not his preference, okay? So, at this point, she's like, yeah, you're doing too much. I'm not fighting. I just got done fighting tonight. I'm not fighting. So, that's that. She said she don't want to fight. And my friend was just like, leave her alone, bro. She don't want to fight. Just leave her alone. Or whatnot. Like, just leave her ass the hell alone. Now, of course, she went home and told oh boy Stanley what happened, and Stanley messaged me and was like, basically like asking me why would I do that. I told this nigga straight up, I said, shut your bitch ass up. Like, I had to tell this nigga straight, I said, shut your bitch ass up. Like, do not confront me, do not ask me shit about why I've done what I've done. You're the cause of why I've done majority of what I've done. Like, you're the fucking cause. Don't ask me shit about, oh, why. But yeah, he basically tried to confront me about it, and I'm just like, nigga, do not confront me about shit. Like, you did what you did. Like, don't confront me about nothing. But yeah, y'all stay tuned, because I might turn this thing into a series, because I have many more story times about me and this girl and this guy. So much shit happened. It's like we just did not want to leave him alone. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I didn't want to leave him alone. She didn't want to leave him alone. And we just will continue to go back and forth about him. But like I said before, y'all, this hair is from Modest Short Hair. I'm going to leave everything down below in the description box. This is their body wave. That's the reason why it curls so beautifully. And y'all, I barely left the curls in there. Like, I literally left the curls in there for like 2 seconds like this, and it curled. So just gonna let y'all know, like, y'all might want to go ahead and get this hair. And the lace is perfect. I only bleached the knots. I did not pluck this hair. So yeah, and you guys be asking about this curling wand. I do not know where it's from, because guess why? I stole it from my mama years ago, and she don't even know where it's from. So yeah, y'all, I hope you guys like this video. If you are new to the channel, keep on watching. And if you like what you keep watching, go ahead and subscribe, comment, and stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Like for more story times. The more y'all like these videos, the more story times I give y'all. Like, if y'all not liking stuff, if you do not like things, I don't know what you like, if you get what I mean. Like, if you just watch the video and you click off, I'm not too sure about what you like. So go ahead and actually give this video a thumbs up if you like story time, so I can continue to give you guys more story times. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.